Alright, so this is, we're going to learn a nursery rhyme, and that nursery rhyme is Jack and Jill. Alright, now what I need you to do is I need you to go ahead and stand up out of your seat. Alright, now, have you ever seen a soldier march? So what I want you to do is I want you to pick your feet up and move your arms back and forth like you're marching. Alright, and that's what we're going to do when I read this story. Alright, so this is called Jack and Jill. Alright, I'm going to read it first and I just want you to listen, and then we'll do the motions with it. Alright, so it's Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Alright, now when I say the first line, Jack and Jill went up the hill, I want you to march. Okay, and when I say Jack fell down and broke his crown and Jill came tumbling down, I want you to slowly kind of act like you're falling down a hill. Okay, so here we go. So get your marching feet on. So it's Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Alright, let's do it one more time. Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Very good. Now I want you to read it with me. Alright, you can sit back down in your seat, and you're going to read it with me. We're going to read it 2 more times, okay? Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Alright, read it one more time. Alright, Jack and Jill went up the, what's that word? Hill, very good, to fetch a pail of water. Jack fell down and broke his, what did he break? That's right, he broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. Very good. Now, let's talk about the words Jill, this word, and the word hill. Alright, let's talk about them really quick. Those 2 words, Jill and hill, are what we call rhyming words. And rhyming words have the same ending. And if you look closely at Jill, it's J-I-L-L, and when you look at hill, it starts with an H, but it has that I-L-L ending again. So that's why they sound a lot alike, and that's why we call them rhyming words. Alright, now let's talk about this word here, fetch. Okay, fetch means, it's just a fancy word that means to go get something. So if I were to say, Mom, could you go get me a drink? Another way I could say it would be, Mom, could you fetch me a drink? Which I don't think you should say that, because we usually think of the word fetch when we play fetch with a dog, and we throw a ball and they bring it back to us. Fetch, and we tell them to go fetch. So you don't want to say that to Mom or Dad or anyone, but it was just a good example there of how you could use the word fetch. So fetch is just a fancy word for go get something. Alright, very good. Nicely done for today.